In a world where K-pop reigns supreme and BTS holds the spotlight, fans often dive deep into the lives and relationships of their beloved idols. It's a world of endless fascination, especially when it comes to the unique dynamics of the group's members. Among these captivating relationships, there's one that has constantly made waves in the fandom: Jungkook and Taehyung, or as fans often call them, Vkook. But what if there's more to this story? What if the question isn't about whether Jungkook and Taehyung could get married, but whether there's someone else who might be the true match for Jungkook? Someone like Jimin, perhaps? To begin, let's rewind to the early days of BTS when Jungkook, Taehyung, and Jimin were first getting to know each other. The bond between the members was strong from the start, but the trio of Jungkook, Taehyung, and Jimin seemed to form a special connection. From the outside, it might look like a simple friendship, but for those with a keen eye, there were always moments that suggested something deeper. Taehyung and Jungkook's interactions were often playful and flirty, teasing each other in a way that made fans question if there was something more. Their chemistry on and off stage was undeniable, sparking countless theories and fan-made stories about the possibility of them being romantically involved. And then there's Jimin, who has always been a constant presence in Jungkook's life. Two share a different kind of bond, one that feels a bit more grounded and mature. Jimin is often seen looking after Jungkook, guiding him and giving him the support he needs. But it's not just about the leader-follower dynamic. There's something about the way they interact that feels like an unspoken understanding. Jimin's protective nature towards Jungkook is evident, and at the same time, Jungkook often looks up to Jimin with a sense of admiration and respect. But let's not jump ahead just yet. Before we get to the heart of the matter, let's take a closer look at the story of Jungkook and Taehyung. These two have been inseparable for years, from their playful banter during BTS's earlier variety show appearances to their heartwarming interactions behind the scenes. There's a certain charm in the way they communicate, sometimes without words, relying on glances and small gestures that fans have become obsessed with analyzing. Remember that one moment during a BTS concert when Jungkook playfully pushed Taehyung, only for Taehyung to retaliate with an exaggerated gesture? The way they interacted, the laughter, the little teasing, it all seemed so natural, almost as if they had their own secret language. And who could forget their famous interactions on social media? The way they post pictures of each other, often with subtle or not-so-subtle captions that hint at a deeper connection. Fans couldn't help but wonder, was this just friendly camaraderie, or was there something more to it? But there's more to the story than just playful banter. Jungkook and Taehyung share a unique sense of vulnerability when they're together. In moments when they are most themselves, when the cameras are off and the fans are no longer watching, it's clear that they have an unspoken understanding, a connection that goes beyond just being bandmates. They've both spoken in interviews about how they understand each other's feelings, sometimes without even saying a word. It's a kind of bond that makes you wonder, could this really be something more? Could Jungkook and Taehyung, with their unshakable connection, truly get married? But then there's Jimin, the one who seems to always be there for Jungkook, in ways that are perhaps more understated but no less significant. Fans have often pointed out how Jimin's personality complements Jungkook's. While Jungkook is known for being quiet and reserved, Jimin is outgoing and warm. Jimin has often spoken about how he's tried to be there for Jungkook during tough times, especially when Jungkook was dealing with the pressures of being the youngest member of BTS. The way they support each other, whether it's through their shared love for music, dance, or just being there for one another emotionally, adds another layer to their bond. Think about all the moments when Jimin has comforted Jungkook in public. Whether it's putting his arm around him during interviews or supporting him through a difficult performance, Jimin's role in Jungkook's life is hard to ignore. And Jungkook, in return, always seems to trust Jimin, sharing personal thoughts and feelings with him that he may not feel comfortable expressing with others. At the heart of it, the connection between Jimin and Jungkook feels different from the one Jungkook shares with Taehyung. Jimin provides a level of stability that Jungkook seems to need, while Taehyung offers a sense of adventure and freedom. It's almost like they balance each other out in different ways. Where Jungkook might feel more grounded with Jimin, he feels more free-spirited with Taehyung. But does this mean that one of them is truly the perfect match for Jungkook? Here's the thing. Love isn't just about who you feel the most comfortable with or who shares the most chemistry with you. Sometimes it's about who challenges you, who makes you grow as a person. And in this way, Taehyung might be the one who brings out a side of Jungkook that we don't always see. Playful side, the side that's unafraid to show a little vulnerability. On the other hand, Jimin offers a different kind of love, one that is nurturing, supportive, and caring. But what if both of these connections are valid in their own way? What if Jungkook doesn't need to choose between Taehyung and Jimin because each of them offers something unique that he needs in his life? Fans often get caught up in the idea of one true pairing, one perfect match, but in reality, relationships are complex. Sometimes two people can be incredibly close without it having to be romantic. And that's something that we need to remember when we talk about Jungkook, Taehyung, and Jimin. Their bond might be special, but it's also based on years of friendship, mutual respect, and trust. Still, it's hard to ignore the moments when it feels like there's something deeper between Jungkook and Taehyung. The way they look at each other, the little touches, the way they laugh together, it all feels a little too intimate for just a friendship. But then again, Jimin and Jungkook's connection is equally undeniable. The way they support each other, the way they've been through ups and downs together, it's hard to ignore how well they complement each other. So, could Jungkook and Taehyung really get married? Maybe. But at the same time, maybe it's not about marriage. Maybe it's about the bond that they share, a bond that's unique to them regardless of how it's labeled. And what about Jimin? Is he the true match for Jungkook? In some ways, yes. But in others, perhaps he's simply another vital part of Jungkook's life, a connection that adds to the rich tapestry of relationships that make up the BTS family. Ultimately, it's hard to say who Jungkook's true match is. Perhaps the answer isn't as simple as picking one person. Maybe it's about understanding that each of these relationships, whether with Taehyung, Jimin, or someone else, has its own special place in Jungkook's life. And that, perhaps, is the most beautiful part of their story. What do you think? Is Jungkook's true match Taehyung, or is Jimin the one who truly complements him in every way? Do you believe in the possibility of a deeper connection between Jungkook and Taehyung, or do you see Jimin as the one who completes him? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to share this with your fellow ARMYs, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating insights into BTS's world. Let's keep the conversation going.